So good morning to guys. I'm here with today's Hindu newspaper, 1st July. Here I'll try to discuss questions and answers from two articles of Hindu, and one such article is China's moral code. Okay, the probable question that might arise from the article is that China wishes to present an alternative ideology and model of development from that of the West. Justify the sentences. The question asks that how the China is trying to establish its ideology, okay, to establish its political and economic policy as something different from the West, which reflects the typical nationalism of China. You have to justify the question, you have to justify the statement. The thing is that you see, in exam hall there is no time to beating about the bush, and there is no time to write about unnecessary points. That is why we will just come to the point. Okay, you at first you have to give an introduction, okay, regarding this, that about the emerging China, okay, and its different policies. Just charmingly you will give one or two lines as an introduction. Okay, then after that what you have to do, after it you have to you are asked, that you are told that to justify the question. Okay, that's why you have to justify means you have to bring, you have to put the put some points, you have to bring the context of valuable points which will justify the statement that China is trying to put up a policy which is different from the West and which is typical to China. Okay, then you can give 2 or 3 lines as far from the article. I'm giving here the points as far from the article, and besides this also, if you think that any point is suitable to qualify the answer, qualify the question, then you can bring those contexts also. The first thing is that assertion of air defense identification zone. Okay, the air defense identification zone, you will yourself will google what is air defense identification zone. How you will justify the question, because you see air defense identification zone are actually a kind of criteria that has been adopted by some developed countries. Okay, the courage, the embassy watch plan of China to announce to announce the acceptance of such criteria, such international criteria domestically, is a very arduous step, and it proves that China is trying to establish its own economic and political policy which actually shows its extreme nationalism, which shows its extreme nationalism, and which proves that it wants to become the king of Asia. Okay, it wants to establish its own identity. Number 2 point, you see announcement to be upcoming completion of building works in disputed South China Sea. You see in this second point, how the second point will justify the question. In second point, you see the disputed South China Sea. It is a very disputed phenomenon which is going on. Okay, Japanese involvement, other countries in involvement. There is a political hustle between East and West. Okay, but despite lots of difficulties, despite lots of problems, China has arduously announced that it is going to complete its building works in South China Sea. What does it establish? It establishes the China's supremacy. China's intention to establish itself as a typical China, In that way, in third point, you see Silk Road. One belt, one road. It establishes China's economic supremacy, or China's urge to establish herself as a separate country from others. Okay, and as a separate country with powerful policy and powerful plan that is something different from the West. In this way, we have to prove that China actually tries to establish itself as a very dominant power, which is different from the West, and which is typical to China, and as well as which is actually a kind to become the leading role in Asia. Then another probable question that might arise from the editorial, opening up legal services. The question might arise that critically analyze the recent decision of the government in entry of foreign legal firm into India. Okay, then what you have to write, at first you have to give a 2 or 3 line introduction about the importance, about his importance of legal firm, and about its what help it will be in the country, it will bring into the country. Then after that you can give some critically analyze positive and negative points. Okay, positive and critical aspects. Then in case of positive aspects, what will you say? It will create a pool of legal talent. Okay, it will create it will competitive, it will make the legal field, it will make the legal legal arena in India very much competitive, because now whatever will happen, a pool of legal brain, a pool of talent, a pool of legal a pool of brain with legal talent will be assembled in India, both from foreign and country, both from foreign and as well as in India also. Okay, persons from both India and foreign. A brain of legal talent will be created in India. Okay, then after we can say that it will create a level playing field in overseas business and its related process. We know that there are different whenever any foreign firm want to do business with India, okay, and whenever any Indian firm want to do business in foreign, then in this case lots of legal processes are required in different advice and different processes. Okay, where what we have to do here, some legal experts are necessary. Okay, foreign legal experts are necessary, and now it will create a level playing field for all in this case. Now after that, it will help in international commercial arbitration, and it is up to you to Google what is international commercial arbitration and how it will help you. It is not possible for me to give every details here because of the shortage of time, as well as due to different aspects. Then after that, you have to give some critical aspects also. There might be possible aspects of litigation process being expensive. The foreign firm will come, it will make the legal process very expensive. After it, what will happen? There are some criteria. Indian courts say that Indian firms have to if any legal firm want to do business, they must have to be follow the rule of Advocate Act, Indian Advocate. It might create confusion. In this case, it has to be solved. The fraternity, a legal fraternity means a legal unity is necessary. Then after that, what happened? The foreign firm will come, okay, and there are lots of advocates who are practicing here. They might snatch the job of the profession of Indian experts. Okay, the professions of Indian experts will be taken away by the foreign firms, foreign legal firms. These are